of 2025. If you're here, then leave me a message in the live chat. I'd really like to know that you're here supporting me and that where you are in the world. I have got some wonderful art supplies. I actually celebrated my birthday over the Christmas period. So I've got my Christmas stuff and I've got my birthday stuff as well. So there's a few arty bits and pieces to get our teeth into this afternoon. If you want to join me, then grab a sketchbook and some art materials. This is an impromptu live. It's a cold winter's day here. It snowed a little bit here yesterday. And so I've already taken Audrey out for her walk. And now she is next door having a little sleep. So she'll probably come and nag me in a minute for a treat or two. So what have I got here for you this afternoon? I was lucky enough to get some gifts from my husband for Christmas, and they were on my wish list on Amazon. So like I say, it was for Christmas and birthday. So I'm going to be going through those this afternoon. If you can hear me and this is going out live, I'd really love it if someone could confirm that they can see and hear me. Because I'm in my art room on my own and it's all very daunting and I don't know if anybody's there. Hi Linda, Happy New Year. Thank you for jumping on. It was short notice today. The sun is shining, it's wintry and cold, there's snow. And so I thought, do you know what, this afternoon, let's have some escapism. And so I'm in my art room with all my new art stuff and I want to share it with you. So I'm stood up at the moment, so I'm just going to sit down, but I don't want to get my head bobbing up and down in the camera. So I'm just going to try and put this down a little bit just so I can see what I'm doing and I can also see what's going on in the camera as well. Right, so let me move all of this aside and I'm going to go through the materials one by one. If you've got any of these materials, then do let me know in the comments because they are new materials to me. I don't know how to use them. I'm experimenting. I'm using new mediums. I've been doing my mixed media sketchbook now for just over a year. I'm going to be using my Pith or a Blanco this afternoon to test out these materials. This was a live that I did. So this was with the Inktense blocks, the Derwent Intense blocks. What else have we got? Oh, this one as well. This was also a live using mixed media. This is actually a walk that I do with Audrey down in Cornwall. Have I got anything else? Oh yes, I have got one more thing, which I will give you a quick peek because this Friday evening I have got a new video coming out and it's all about these. These are Artex markers. I got 36 colours in the box for Christmas, and so this week's video is about the Artex markers. So I'm going to give you a quick peek and it's going to be really quick. In fact, I'm not going to show you the art I created. I'm just going to show you the swatches. There we go. Those are my swatches of the Artex markers, which you can see if you watch my video, which is releasing at 7 p.m. GMT, so UK time, so it'll be earlier for my US viewers. where I will share with you those markers. Right, Audrey's just joined us. Shall I turn you around so you can see Audrey quickly? Right, hang on just a second, this is all a bit awkward. Round we go. Round we go. And there she is in her bed. So she's joined us this afternoon. Taking you back round, you get a quick view of my slippers. Round we go. There. That was exciting, wasn't it? Right. I hope you've got something nice to drink, because this is going to be just a relaxed afternoon. Right, what shall I show you first? I got some beautiful books. Let's raise the camera up just very slightly. Bear with, it's not very professional. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? So you can see the books. So let's go through the books first. This one I got because I knew that on my list I had these markers. I also have been playing around with the Poscas as well, which are also acrylic markers. They are so cool. So I saw in my artist's magazine, let me show you the magazine because I got a subscription for my birthday. Artist and Illustrators magazine. And in this magazine there is a lady called Angela Pan who does beautiful acrylic marker art, and she uses Poscas, and she teaches you how to use them, how to blend them, how to make this beautiful art. And she has got a book. So that is where I saw the book. Hi Alison, thanks for joining. Happy New Year. So I got this book and I'm gradually making my way through it. There's some beautiful artwork in here. And it's just amazing how she captures the light and things. But I did this exercise the other day during Christmas week. We were down in Cornwall for a few days for the new year. And so I did this exercise. It was a cherry blossom tree. And I didn't have all the colours with me, but I gave it a good go. If I can remember which sketchbook I did it in, I would show you. There we go. So that's a really nice book. Let me just find the sketchbook, because also I did do a video on this one. My last video was that sort of weird in-between stage from Christmas to New Year. And it was a lovely peaceful week. And like I say, it's you're sort of in limbo a bit in that Christmas week. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. Christmas can be a funny time. And there we go. So I did that with Posca pen. I'm quite pleased with it. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just playing. That's how we learn. It's not perfect by any means, but I had fun and I enjoyed it, and I'll probably go back and do some more. Certainly the book is a good book to have and to learn from. So that's Art with Markers by Angela Pan. So there's that one. And then a friend of mine got me this book called Sacred Art. And this year my art seems to be going in a different direction. And last year I started the sketchbook because I wanted to get used to different mediums, different media, pens, Neocolor 2s, coloured pencils, watercolour pencils, you named it, I tried it last year. Soft pastels, oil pastels. And I'm sort of being drawn towards more intuitive art where it's a bit like meditation, where you can just be yourself, create the art that you want to create because there's no mistakes. It's coming from the heart. And so my friend got me this for Christmas. And this is by a lady called Kathleen Hoffman. Like I say, it's called Sacred Art. And there's, again, some beautiful pieces in here. Sort of Mandela art. And she talks about the techniques and about mixing colours, how she creates the mandala. A lot of this art is based on spirals, inspiration from nature. And I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful with the oak leaves and the rose hips and the mushrooms. So another really inspirational book. I love that. Look at the colours. The colours that you can get with the acrylics. And then very quickly, my friend also bought me Trees and Woodlands in watercolour because I was complaining last year that I can't paint trees. And so I've been trying to practice painting trees. So this is by Jeff Kersey, Trees and Woodlands in watercolour. And the exciting thing about this book is that he provides tracing paper with the sketches on, which I think is pretty unique and exciting. So that's that. And then if you scan through, again, he shows you how to paint trees in different seasons. So that's another nice book. And then the last two, very quickly, are about intuitive painting, about letting go and trying out different art techniques. There we go. So for Christmas, I did get an easel. Let me see if I can show you that quickly. I've got a painting on there at the moment. Are you still there? Because I think I've pressed something. Let me just pan up. There we go. So there's my painting. I don't know where it's going. I'm just enjoying the process. Thank you, Linda. You can still see and hear everything because this is all done on my phone. Thank you, Alison. It's going to be a jug of flowers, but it's not meant to be realistic. I'm using the colours that I want to use. I've never really used acrylics before. I've done one acrylic painting, which my mum actually got it framed for my auntie, and it's on her wall. So that's cool. Now to the exciting bit. This is exciting. So after watching an artist called Melanie Chadwick, who's also got her own YouTube channel, she was testing out Derwent tinted charcoal, and she had some pencils. So these are coloured charcoal pencils. I think in a more recent video she may have tested these out, tinted charcoal extra large blocks, and also some tinted charcoal paint pan set with 12 colours in. So today I'm going to be unboxing these and trying them out. I also got a pencil sharpener. That's very exciting. I've also got some pan pastels. I don't know if I'll get a chance to use those today, otherwise we'll be here until midnight. But I'm sure I will do a video on these. And then these are like tools that you use to blend your pan pastels. So you've got little like foam ends that go onto the end of here, and then you can blend your pastels. But maybe that will be for another day. And the other idea I had, I've got a A4 Art Creation sketchbook. And this year I'm going to do more nature journaling. So that's that. And that sketchbook works really well with coloured pencils as well, and Inktense pencils. Derwent Inktense pencils. Right, so I'm going to start unboxing these and using them. I've got my pot of water here. I'm going to grab, I've got a cloth and some kitchen roll. And where have I put my Pithora Blanco? I was showing you so many things that I've sort of dumped this stuff under the desk. I'm going to swatch these out in here. Right, so let's start opening these up. I'll go with the most exciting one first. Now you have to bear with me as well, because for those who know me, I've got rheumatoid arthritis. And this week, I'm not quite sure what's happening, but my hands and wrists are really quite painful and swollen. So, could be the weather. Sometimes it's a change of weather. We've just got through Christmas and New Year as well. So, you know, hey-ho, that's life. But it just makes things a little bit awkward. So just bear with me. Okay. Oh, this is a nice pencil sharpener. This is a very posh pencil sharpener, isn't it? So this is a Derwent one. I don't know what I'm doing with it, because that looks like the lid should come off, but my hands aren't really working very well at the moment, so I can't get that off. What does it say on the back? Dual size magnesium metal sharpener with plastic reservoir and high quality German blades that are long lasting for consistent, smooth and a sharp point. Fabulous. If only if I could get the lid off. Am I doing something wrong? If you've got one of these sharpeners and I'm doing something wrong, maybe that doesn't lift up at all. Oh, there we go. It's just me and my silly hands. There we go. Should we put a pencil in there and do some sharpening? That's really exciting for my life, isn't it? But, you know, that's life. That's life. Let me find a pencil. My trusty HB pencil. Oh. I think I put it in the wrong side, because it's just snapped off the lead. Well, I'm not doing a very good job at advertising this sharpener, am I? Oh yeah, look at that. Wonderful. What a lovely point on that HB pencil. Fabulous. Okay, now what should we go with first? If you want to see the charcoal pencils first, click on the love hearts or give me a sign. If anybody's out there, give me a sign. Let me know what you want to see first, because otherwise I'll have to make a choice, because otherwise I could be stood here for ages feeling very silly that no one's responding. But I don't care, because I will make that choice. No takers. Right, okay, I'll make that choice then. So, what shall I go for? Let's go with this. These are the tinted charcoal paint pan sets. This is specially formulated tinted charcoal that delivers tonal hues in a light wash. Okay, let's open this up. I can't see the hearts, Linda, you're right. Because no one responded. But never mind. I'm having trouble here with my creaky joints. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to open both ends and then I can just push that through. It's weird doing these lives because I literally am talking to myself. It's a very odd feeling. Okay, let's open this up. So we've got a brush pen in here. We've got a plastic seal. There we go. Now I must tell you as well, before I did this live, I nipped downstairs from my attic studio and thought, oh, I'll just brush my hair quickly. Not that you see me on camera, but I thought I'd brush my hair quickly. I've put my glasses down and I don't know where I've put them. So now I've got an old pair of glasses on, a spare pair of glasses, and they must have been my prescription before, because there's not a huge difference, but I'm finding it quite hard to see detail. Just to let you know. Right, so these colours, dark moss, forest pine, driftwood, mountain blue, ocean deep, thistle, glowing embers, I think that says, burnt embers, burnt earth, natural and dark, and we have a white here too. So lots of lovely landscapey colours. Like I say, we've got a water pen there as well. So I better fill that up, hadn't I? Because then we can swatch these out. So I'm just going to literally put this in my clean water and see if I can fill it up that way. Because otherwise it means I'll have to desert you to go off to find a tap. Has that worked? Yeah, it's working. Good job. Up there for thinking this afternoon. There we go. So I've just filled the empty compartment. I've just got to screw it back on now. There we go. Don't know if the camera's picking up that pen. There we go. And then you take the lid off. And you've got like a nylon brush there. So I'm going to use that to do my swatches. Maybe I should open everything all at once and then do the swatches. So let's go with these next. So these are the tinted charcoal blocks. And again, these are specially formulated blend of soft charcoal tinted with colour in an extra large format for broad coverage, bold marks, agile lines and smooth smudging. Oh, that was a tongue twister for me on a Thursday afternoon. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday? It's Thursday. Oh dear. There's no hope for me today. Yeah, what a good idea. Let's go live. When I'm experiencing brain fog. Okay. Lid off, and there are 6 colours in here, one of which is white. Look at those. Let's see what colours we've got. We've got ochre. Remember I told you I haven't got the right glasses on, so I don't know what that is. Sanguine. Your guess is good as mine. Mars violet. Sepia. Forest. That might say forest blue. Can anybody see that? I think it says forest blue. And then white. So ochre, sanguine, Mars violet, sepia, forest blue and white. Look, the perfectionist in me here is trying to wipe off that white already. I'm not very good at doing messy art. I really have to force myself to do messy art. A bit like with my acrylics on the canvas, is I've put a sheet on the floor, and I would really love to do some splats, but I won't be doing any splats in this room. I am a tidy artist, I'm afraid, and I think that's probably to do with the fact that I do watercolour, and I've done quite detailed watercolour, botanicals mainly, and wildlife, and so it's very sort of precise and very detailed. So it's made me a bit serious in the way that I produce art, which is why I started my sketchbook last year, and which is why I've been trying out lots of different art materials to try and get me to loosen up. And I think that's where the intuitive art is going to take me this year. Acrylics on canvas. I want to use my hands. I want to use twigs from the garden. I want to use all sorts of things to create the textures and the marks on the canvas. So intuitive painting, here I come, but it means I'm going to have to loosen up. And I'm not sure loosening up in my attic studio with white walls is going to work for me. But hey, first world problems, right? Okay, let's open these pencils because I keep going off track, don't I? So these are tinted charcoal pencils. There's 24 in here, and let's just have a quick look on the back. Derwent charcoal pencils are wonderfully expressive pencils which offer the dramatic beauty of traditional charcoal with a gentle hint of colour. combining natural charcoal particles with the finest clays. These pencils can be sharpened to a point. Oh, hence the Derwent sharpener. Knew that'd come in handy. Where did I get to? These pencils can be sharpened to a point, yet smudge and blend easily to produce deep, rich tones. Available in 24 shades, including white for highlighting. Well, I've lucked out there because I've got 24 colours, so this must be the range. Thanks for watching, Linda. Thanks for popping in. See you again soon. Okay, so look at all of these lovely sort of natural colours, aren't they? They're like autumnal almost, landscapey, beautiful. Can you see those? Okay, let's do this. She says confidently, because I don't know what I'm doing. Look, which artist or which person that gets these materials do know what they're doing? I ask you. I don't think, unless you play about with these materials, that you do know what you're doing. Right, I'm going to have to take this camera higher, I think, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see what's going on. In doing that, you do run the risk of having my head bobbing around in the camera. But I don't know how else I'm going to be able to get everything in. Right, let's turn the light on. How's that? Okay. Let's start on this side. Let's do some swatching, shall we, first? What shall I start with? Shall I start with the paints? I might not do all these today. Like I say, we'll be here till midnight otherwise. Might have to go a bit faster for you. So, let's have a look. So I'm going to use this, see how I get on. I must admit, for those that have seen my videos before, you will know that I don't like the brush pens. I know they're very convenient. I know they're good for plein air painting and taking them out and about. But for me, I just don't get on with them. But let's see. Let's see. As that's what's provided. So this is dark moss. I'm going to do quite a big swatch. There we go. The first swatch is down. The next one, what colour is that? Oh. Forest pine. Let's have a look. They're very transparent colours. I guess because they're charcoal based. Very muted and beautiful colours. Almost ethereal, if that's the right way to describe a colour. Ethereal, I think so. Magical. This one is driftwood. We've got a mountain blue. I'm sort of trying to hold this and swatch at the same time. Mountain blue with the wrong glasses on. Nothing's perfect, right? And that's what I want to get across in my lives. It's meant to be a relaxing hour or so, just playing with different materials, hopefully inspiring you in some way to either join in or get out your sketchbooks. Ocean deep. These colours are all very similar tones. Right, let's go with a thistle. Always like a thistle colour. It always has like a mauve or a purpley hue to a thistle colour. Reminds me of the Derwent Inktense pencils. Thistle's one of my favourite colours. What have we got next? Glowing Embers. Burnt Embers. Embers is the next one. Burnt Embers. So the next one is Burnt Earth. Is that right? Burnt Earth. Interesting. What's the weather like where you are today? Is it a cosy winter's afternoon for you? Or is it a spring or summer day, depending on where you are in the world? The next one is Natural. If you've not been on my channel before, then I'd really appreciate it if you could check out my other videos and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I reply to all the comments. They mean so much to me. It takes a lot of work to produce these videos, and I enjoy doing them. But it's getting a fine balance between doing videos and creating content and doing your own artwork as well. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, this last colour is white, which obviously isn't going to show up, but I'm going to go over the top of the dark moss. Just see what it does. Just sort of mutes it down further. Makes it a little bit more opaque, I think. Okay, so that one was natural, that one was dark. I don't know if I told you that one because I was talking away and asking for you to subscribe and comment and like and all that boring stuff. Right, so that's those. They're very nice. And then shall we do the XL blocks? Now I'm sure these can be quite crumbly, so I'm sure you could sort of mix these together and even sort of paint them on directly using a brush. I'm just going to have a quick, should we do that? Should we do that? I don't know if that's the right way to do it. Let's try. Oh, look, I'm smudging it everywhere. This isn't doing my attempt to be perfect tendencies any good. Okay, so you could do that. Or you could just pick them up and create some marks. So if you use them on the edge, you could probably get some nice thin lines. But if you were to do that, so that one's ochre, and can you see the dust that it's created? So that smudged really nicely with my finger, a bit like a soft pastel. Or let's get the brush and make it wet. That's a nice colour. So that's ochre. The next one is sanguine. I think I've said that right. Can you see the bottom of the page okay? They're quite crumbly. I've got my blue cloth here because I'm wiping my hands as we go. Here we go. Get my paintbrush. Did I say that these were made out of clay, or was that the pencils? I've got myself confused, I think, but they do feel like earthy. What does it say? No. Obviously charcoal based, isn't it? Which is why they're called charcoal. I'm just thinking too hard about it. Right, let's move the book over a little bit because this one is Mars Violet. Oh, that really does feel like charcoal. That goes on really dark and really thick. That feels really, really good to put down. That even sounds like charcoal, if that makes sense. So charcoal has a certain sound when you put it on the page. You know what I mean, don't you? Those people that like MR, which is all about sound. Relaxing noises that makes you feel calm. I'm sure what you could do is get that powder or the crumbs and actually mix it into like a paste and paint it like that. Right, this one's sepia. These are really nice to sort of blend out with your finger. You don't have to use your finger, you could use a cotton bud. You can get special tools like sponges and stuff. But for today, this is just fine. The next one is Forest Pine. This would be a nice colour. I like the greens. There we go. Oh, let's blend this one first. Now, I've got a white here, and if I'm being honest, it's stressing me out a little bit because what do you do with the white? Anyone got any idea what you do with the white? Let me know. I guess you could either mix it or you can go over the top. Let's go over the ochre, and it just knocks that colour back. Yeah, that knocks that colour back really nicely actually. Let's try it on this one. Now I'm immediately thinking like landscape, sky, clouds, that sort of thing. Let's go over the green. Sort of made it a minty green colour. It almost feels like it's sealing it. I don't know that it is, but that's how it feels. They're very satisfying to use, these blocks. Yeah, mutes them down. Very nice. we go. So those are the Derwent extra large charcoal blocks. I think they're ideal for getting backgrounds down for landscapes. I guess you could use them however you like. Good with soft pastels as well. These are particularly nice as well. They are the Tinted Charcoal Paint Pan set. I'm just thinking, because I now want to swatch out my pencils. So I think what I'll do is turn the book round this way. I don't know if you can hear that, but a helicopter's just gone over. And vibrated everything on the desk. So these pencils, I'm very excited to get my hands on these pencils. So tinted charcoal, coloured charcoal pencils. They come in 24 colours. Ta-da! 24 colours. Let's see what these do. Again, I'm not sure how to use any of this. These are just items that have been on my wish list, and I was fortunate enough to get them for Christmas and my birthday. So I'm just going to swatch them. And with any new medium, it's a case of just playing with them and seeing what they can do. So let's start. So the first one is sand. I'm just going to do them on the bottom here. Oh, that's a nice colour. Now what happens when you smudge over the top? Very nice. Let me lift that up to the camera. So they're a bit like a soft pastel or pastel pencils. This one is burnt orange. Another nice colour. I will name all of these later on. Sunset pink. My first impressions is I love these colours. Really nice. Landscapey colours. Glowing embers. Ah, we've got a bit of a theme here, haven't we? Glowing embers. Which one was glowing embers on here? It would be good to compare them, wouldn't it? Glowing embers. Heather mist. That's a lovely colour. And it makes a great sound when you're putting it on the paper. Burnt embers, we've done that one. Have I muddled them up? No, we've done glowing embers. This one is burnt embers. Heather mist, burnt embers. Lavender. This sounds nice. Love that one. Thistle. This was my favourite one on the paint. Was that thistle or was that thistle? I will have to name these later on because otherwise I will not have a clue. Oh, bilberry. A bilberry. What is a bilberry? It's a berry, isn't it? A bit like a blueberry. Yes, because the next one is elderberry. Mountain blue. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Ocean deep. Slate. I love the names of these colours. They're all very natural, aren't they? Natural, earthy colours. Forest pine, which is that colour in the extra large blocks. Dark moss. We've got a dark moss somewhere as well. That was dark moss. Green moss. Was it green moss? Maybe it was green moss. Hang on. Let me tell you because it's going to bug me. Dark moss. So that's dark moss in the pencil, and that's dark moss with white over the top in the paint pan set. Just had to clarify that because it would bug me. Driftwood. We've got a driftwood. Now, because these are charcoal, when you've finished a piece, this is peat, by the way, you would have to seal your artwork because otherwise I think it would smudge onto the other pages. And the way I seal my artwork, non-serious pieces, this is burnt earth, by the way, because I'm chatting away now, aren't I, about sealing it. I use a hairspray. Controversial. You can get professional sprays. I think I've got a Winsor & Newton one for more professional pieces. But a hairspray, did I tell you that that was peat? But a hairspray will do the trick for a sketchbook. This one is the natural colour. Au naturel. There's a white one there, but I think I'm going to leave that one till last. I don't know what to do with that one. This one is called Light. This one's called Medium. I can see what the theme is here. You must be able to draw with these. And this one is dark. Of course it is. Nice. Now this white one, what do I do with the white? Should we go over the top of one? A bit like we did with the blocks. Let's go over this one. And what the white does is it looks like it just knocks back that colour. Sort of mutes it down a little bit. And I'm assuming with these as well, a bit like the pan set, you can wet them and use them a bit like paint. So this one is burnt orange. I'm going to get my water brush, squeeze it a little bit. There we go. Thickens it up and darkens it. Gives us a really nice texture. Oh, I don't know if you can hear Audrey in the background. It's 3 o'clock. Her tea isn't until 4 o'clock, but she's getting no attention. So she's starting to wander around the art room. Right, so that's that. I'm just thinking now about how to get rid of all the dust. Maybe if I just tap it into the centre like so. So these are dusty. Dusty but fun. Now, I might regret doing that because it's just going to get stuck now in the centre of the book. I don't really want to blow it because it will contaminate maybe other things that I'm working on. Okay, can you see all that dust that's come off? Now, making a mess is all part of art, but it is one thing that I struggle with. Sad as you may think it to be. Okay, so there's all my swatches. Now, because otherwise I'm going to forget, I'm going to write on there what they are. So, let me grab a piece of kitchen roll because I don't want to put my hand in it. So up here, I have got the Derwent tinted charcoal paint pan set. I'll put the colours on later. And then the next item was the Derwent tinted charcoal XL blocks. And then these down here are the Derwent tinted charcoal pencils. Fab, don't you love it when your sketchbook is filling up? Not with dust. Okay. I'm going to put in between the pages for now a piece of kitchen roll. Because otherwise it's going to smudge and contaminate one page to the other. Let's clip that. Oh. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do next because I wasn't really planning on doing any artwork, but I feel that I want to do a quick sketch. So I'm going to do a quick, oh look at that, poppy seeds, wow, look at that, isn't nature amazing? So this is from my garden a couple of years ago now, and look at all the seeds that have just come out. That is amazing. Amazing. Nature is amazing. Nature carries on regardless. Let me just pour those on there. Look at all those. Right, let's just get those out of the way. Oh, I nearly took the camera with me then. Right, I'm going to do a quick sketch of the poppy seed head. Just to test out the pencils. Audrey is here nagging me because she's been quietly relaxing in her bed for the last hour, and she's now decided that you know, enough's enough. Time for a walk. Okay. This is just going to be a very, very quick sketch. Nothing wonderful. I think I've got the right colours here to do it. So I'm going to go in with my HB pencil, and I'm not going to use the whole page. I'm just going to do it here. Really what I should be using is my charcoal pencil, because otherwise this is going to show. Okay, let's get out. This sand colour will make and what was the other colour? Because there's almost like a lavender hue. I'm sure there was a lavender in here, wasn't there? Glowing embers. Yes, a lavender. Oh. Now I need a cotton wool bud. I haven't got much control over this cotton wool bud because it's just smudged down the page. But never mind. I'm looking for the white, that's what I'm looking for. So that white seems to sort of blend it in quite nicely. I'm not going to get bogged down in detail. But there we go. They blend really nicely, those colours. And they're just like using a pastel pencil. Really nice. But I think I'll leave it there, because otherwise it will just make for a very long video. Thank you to everyone that has joined me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed just a relaxing time, some escapism for the afternoon. Seeing my exciting new art materials, and hopefully it will inspire you to get your sketchbooks out. Right, let me bring this in closer. Okay, just a quick sketch of this poppy seed head using the Derwent charcoal pencils. Thank you so much to everyone that joined me this afternoon on this impromptu live. I don't know what came over me. I think I just wanted to share these exciting materials. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate your support. I would really love to grow this channel. Check out my previous videos. I've done quite a few videos, lots of mixed media, sketchbook, plein air, out in nature, just relaxing videos for you to chill out to. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget, I've got a video out this Friday at 7 p.m. GMT showcasing these Artex acrylic markers. Thank you for watching.